welcome to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Thank you, and we are honored to host the first Social and Behavior Change Summit.
This was the first large-scale summit ever held focusing solely on social and behavior change communication, or SBCC. While it is the first, it has been in the offing for quite some time. We finally got the opportunity when USAID agreed to offer seed money through our Health Communication Capacity Collaborative, or the HC3 project. With the help of an international steering committee and the local hosts, the Ethiopian Federal Ministry of Health, we decided to hold it in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, from February 8th through 10th, 2016. More than 750 participants attended from over 50 countries. We knew there was a large community of SBCC practitioners out there, but wanted to figure out how we could pull them all together in one place. It started with our concept for Springboard for Health Communication Professionals. Springboard has both an online and face-to-face platform where SBCC practitioners can connect with each other, share ideas, and learn from each other.
The buzzword of the day in SBCC is innovation. What's new, what's different, what's exciting, what are we doing differently? I think even just adding the S onto BCC, and now it's more of looking at social norms and the social context and ecosystem around an individual and the desirable behavior that we want them to uptake.
What I'm seeing in the time that I've been here is a lot of sharing of experience, ideas, knowledge, tools, and so on, which I think is a very important part of it.
SBCC is about art and science, and oftentimes it's not the natural science, it's the behaviors of people and how the knowledge of natural science helps us move the behaviors. So I think one of the most important things I'm trying to learn is how to find evidence that is convincing to the policymakers and convincing to the development community.
It's been so exciting. I think all I've heard is positive excitement around the conversations that have been having here. So from both the donor perspective and the SBCC perspective, I think it's so valuable to bring together such a diverse range of members of this community. I know we've heard a lot about how many countries are represented here, but to me it's also been fascinating to see just the range of disciplines and practices and approaches that are represented in the folks who are here.
We structured the summit so that it could have a variety of offerings for participants. Primarily, we wanted people to share their work. We wanted them to learn. We wanted them to have an opportunity to listen to trending topics. And finally, we also wanted them to have a platform for networking.
It's actually the networking itself, meeting different people who have got the same passion, the same vision to change communities, but also to know what's really happening in other areas.
The general plenaries opened each day with our keynote speakers, and the keynote speakers were chosen very carefully from across disciplines within SBCC to really nudge or jolt the practitioners out of their comfort zone to hear and see things in ways they might not have seen before.
I've enjoyed part of the sessions, especially those that are in the plenary, were big ideas, large ideas in terms of how social change can occur.
We also had 24 technical panels, which were pulled together from more than 600 abstracts we received in response to our call in the fall of 2015. Then we had pre-formed panels, which gave organizations the opportunity to put together their own panel under a particular context and a particular idea to create a 1.5 session which they moderated themselves. Most of these were sponsored by the organizations.
The concept of family planning, how people use SBCC to improve the optic of family planning services in their countries. And so many countries presented, like Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania, and other countries. Were very, very educative and interactive learning for me.
We also had what we call the skills building workshops that primarily were designed to share some new ideas that would improve the technical capacity of practitioners. And we had Talks, which were 7 to 8 minute talks similar to TED Talks. We got those participants to take a topic about a particular project or experience they had had and deliver it in a very punchy way. I must say, they were successful. Our market fair was where organizations could exhibit their products and their materials and share what they do. This took place during our twice daily tea breaks and also during the lunch breaks. We accepted 120 poster presentations, which were delivered in an area adjacent to the market fair. We offered auxiliary sessions in the early morning and at the end of each day. We had a 2-hour multimedia showcase on the second evening that featured some of the best in entertainment education.
I really am impressed with the summit, the organization, everything. So I'm happy and very comfortable.
I will bring all the experience here and share with our partners there in Mozambique and with my colleagues.
It actually opened my eyes, even though we've used the ecological model, but it seems that the social component needs to be strengthened.
There's such a diverse offering of workshops that's part of the conference. That's really amazing. It's just a shame that I can't go to all of them. You know, I have to pick and choose.
This summit has laid important foundation for future social behavioral change communication initiative.
I think the keynote speakers have been excellent in talking about, new lenses to use, new ways of looking at things, or just good reminders for us.
I hope that the summit will lay the foundations for those kinds of communications activism that needs to happen moving forward.
It shows you the future of social behavior change communication. From here, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, it shows you a whole different world.
I think this is going to be a foundation summit in the field of SBCC.
She was able to inspire all of us and motivate all of us to work together.
So I think the biggest thing is just facilitating the conversation and really having a time for everyone to, see what other people are doing and what's working and what's not.
It's been a very unique experience, I should say.
Yeah, well, I think this first SBCC summit has done a really nice job.
I think this has been fantastically well run, and everyone has really benefited from feeling like we're in capable conference hands.
My first suggestion is let's do it again. I'm incredibly pleased to see the turnout for this.
The summit will be held every 2 years, and though we needed seed funding from USAID for this first one, we hope moving forward that the summit will be self-sustaining and that through registration fees and sponsorships, we'll be able to raise the necessary resources to host it every 2 years. The response from the SBCC community to the summit was overwhelming, and we believe the summit will continue to grow in content and numbers every 2 years. Our special thanks to USAID, the Ethiopian Federal Ministry of Health, and the numerous sponsors whose support made all this possible. We look forward to seeing you at the Summit 2018.
अर्को वर्ष SBCC Summit-मा भेटौँला।
Sai na ganku ko kuma sai mun ganku a SBCC Summit mai zuwa. Nagode.
Sai mun ganku a taro na gaba na shirin SBCC.
ሁላችንም በሚቀጥለው ዓለም አቀፍ የኤስቢሲሲ ሰሚት እንገናኝ።